Hi everyone, welcome to my channel License to Roam. You can follow me on Twitter/X at Edward Stratman. And if you enjoy the video, I would really appreciate a like, subscribe, and any comments as I continue to grow the channel. Right, for this analysis, I'll be focusing on what a brilliant job Barcelona did of muzzling PSG superstar attacker Kylian Mbappe in their thrilling first leg Champions League quarter-final victory. Obviously, Barcelona right back Jules Kounde deserves immense credit for his job on his countryman, with his athleticism, intelligence, physicality, and awareness being so key. But the support from the likes of Araujo, Roberto, and others ensured Xavi's team were able to keep him very quiet in this colossal clash. All right, on to the analysis now, where Kounde's decision-making, reading of the play, judgment, and 1v1 work, where he usually got his angles and body positioning spot on from his powerful base, side-on posture, which meant he was ready to move in all manner of directions, as this really helped quell Mbappe and keep him away from dangerous spaces. Obviously, the first graphic here just shows that he was really keen to physically impose himself on Mbappe. Whenever he dropped deep, Kounde was there, getting touch tight, making it really difficult for him to turn, giving him no space to obviously turn and face, execute his actions cleanly, and just keep him facing his back to goal was just so key. Just keeping that time and space down really helped him nullify one of the finest players on the planet. So just always attentive, focused, and concentrated to all he was doing. This was so key in just to minimizing the room he could wreak havoc in. Obviously, here's another good example of that touch-type play. Mbappe's dropped deep, trying to get involved in the play, and Kounde's all over him there, jostling out, muscling him, just nudging him, making him so uncomfortable, and it's just such an unsettling presence. And doing that all game, it just has that perceived pressure, as every time a player knows that they're going to get the ball, he knows there's a player on him, so he's always sort of second-guessing what to do, how to do it, and it's just creating a lot of that doubt in the mind. So, yeah, obviously they didn't use him in this passage, but it was just really cool how he was always doing that, getting in his face, and just really being an unsettling presence. Same situation here on the occasions where PSG went long. Kounde was all over Mbappe, and you can see there Barcelona's got that 4v3 ready to win the second ball and attack again. And shows that just a really good individual work by Kounde, how he read the ball, read the play, the trajectory it was coming in, and also that he had that support around him so they could mop up the second ball. And so obviously PSG couldn't then find Mbappe in behind. So just really great collectively and individually from Barca. Multifaceted approach to stopping him. Obviously, on to the next one, with Mbappe's speed being so lethal, it was just great the way Kounde would get his arms across and just that touch-tight marking, so he could always impede him. Just made it really hard for him to get that separation, limiting his ability to get up to top speed, so he couldn't get that momentum up. Obviously, Kounde's pretty fast, but Mbappe's one of the fastest out there, so this really helped stop him and slow him down, and that obviously allowed Kounde to track him really effectively. In this case, he then duly rises to win the header to stop the attack dead in the water, so good job in all phases of the play by Kounde. Slow play from PSG and more direct counters and attacks from them too. Another one there where he's just got his arm across him when he's trying to make that run into the box. Obviously, Mbappe had done a little sort of double movement, but Kounde was awake to that, and obviously it helped having the arm across him so he could match it and just sort of push his momentum backwards. So, and then the next passage, Mbappe's obviously run, he wasn't obliged, so Kounde immediately stepped back so he couldn't be involved in the game. So, smart game IQ, always on the pulse, always looking at what he could do next, not resting on his laurels, which is how you got to play against Mbappe, because any weakness or lapse in concentration, he'll punish you. Same here, he's taken up that sort of neutral position. He's obviously checking his blind side there, knowing Mbappe's coming in, but he's also scouting for the central runs of Ruiz there, so he knows where he can move each way or communicate with his teammates. So just that constant scanning and updating his mental imagery of surroundings gave him a great sort of foundation to, make great decisions, take on marking assignments, help a teammate. So just really cool, and just illustrated the high game IQ he possesses. Same here, Mbappe's made a run into the box, but you see Kounde's ensured that he can't face the goal here, so all Mbappe can do is go away from his own goal, so can't turn and shoot because he's right on his tail. So just limited his freedom and ability to turn, face, get shots off, and just kept him in front of him, so just made him a lot easier for him to manage Mbappe, which is obviously easier said than done. In this situation, it shows he was obviously very fixated and focused on Mbappe, but when Yamal sort of missed the marking assignment on Mendes here, Kounde's immediately turns and sprints backwards to help the teammate, and then he jets back, cuts out the attack dead in the water. So just really great sort of testament to his class and awareness, and that he wasn't just solely focused on his job. He was ready to be alert and help his colleagues and just to break up any attack. Same situation here. Mbappe broke on the counter. Araujo and Kounde get back 2v1, and then eventually Kounde chimes in with a really vital block shot. So really great teamwork to nullify the threat, and they were just so attentive to everything, and it was sort of great the way the mechanics and the decision making really supported all they did on the night, with Xavi clearly having done his homework and his team clearly on board with that and all on the same page. Another nice one there where obviously Mbappe, to get away from Kounde, moved a bit central, which he did regularly throughout the game, getting in and around the edge of the box there. And yeah, Kounde's handling the Mendes marking assignment here. Araujo's handling Mbappe. Obviously, really nice coordination of the marking assignments, especially when Yamal was caught upfield. It really helped him, and yeah, sharing those roles with the teammates. Obviously, Kubasi would sometimes take him on. Asensio, they'd all have turns marking him, and just a knowledge of when to cover what spaces depending on the situation just gave them a major boost in keeping PSG as quiet as they did, in Mbappe especially. Another great work, obviously double and triple team Mbappe to help out Kounde, and in this one Pedri, Rafinha and Kounde are on him, and Kounde makes a vital tackle here, sticks a leg in to win the ball back, and Barcelona can then counter. But yeah, Mbappe obviously can't do it all every single time, so Barcelona were very much awake to be able to help him out when they could. Another great situation of Kounde's reading of the play and just the mechanics of Barcelona, where he's obviously stepped forward, seen that he can win the header, and Araujo's brilliantly shifted across to mark Mbappe because he's looking to exploit that space. Kounde's just vacated. Kounde wins the second ball. They have an immediate overload there, so just another great passage to exemplify what a great game Kounde had in all areas, really. Obviously, he got forward on the attack and created some really nice situations, but that defensive work was really so impressive in a game of this magnitude against Mbappe. There's his heat map where he did a lot of his action, obviously in wider areas, the right back, but yeah, also filling in central areas and getting forward when the opportunity arose, which was especially key given Mbappe wasn't super diligent with his tracking back, and he exploited him the other way too. There's a nice graphic of his total actions map. It shows the won and the loss, but yeah, really impressive. 175% of his duels, 47 of those 63, so just really impressive and just a massive force to be reckoned with. And there's his duel map where he got through a heap of work, only lost a handful of duels, won the majority of them with his physicality and intelligence and obviously athleticism. So just really brilliant effort. That's the end of the tactical graphics. And I guess some of the numbers that really show how Mbappe struggled was that he only had 3 shots and 0 of them were on target. He only completed 3 forward passes, lost possession 15 times, was caught offside 3 times. And just he really struggled to get the ball into any threatening areas. And that served as a testament to Kounde's individual masterclass and Barcelona's collectively effective approach to stifle the star. Obviously, Xavi cut a delighted figure afterwards and said, tactically, we did really well. The wingers helped us a lot. Kubasi jumped so well. First to Lee Kang in, then sometimes Asensio. Obviously, PSG changed a lot of players. We defended so well against Mbappe too, with Kounde and Araujo especially. So yeah, just that sort of sums it up really well, how well they did, Barcelona and Kounde especially. So that's the end of the analysis on Barcelona's superb job of nullifying Mbappe and the mechanics surrounding it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would really appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video and have a great day. Stay tuned for the next analysis.